You can officially look at the FIFA 23 database. That means you can start to put your starter team together, and we're literally like a week away from the release of FIFA 23. This is huge. Now, it's so big because as I show you guys a bunch of awesome different starter teams, I want to explain to you how to make the most money in the beginning of FIFA. Now, if you're like me, you do an RTG pretty much every single FIFA, and that's what you really enjoy to do. For me, doing RTG, especially for the first 2 months of the game, it's so important to follow a couple steps I'm going to give you in this video, but more importantly, it's important to get you a starter team that can really dominate things. Because the way EA Sports has been building this game recently has been more towards SBCs. SBCs have been the way to kind of really dominate the game. If you want the big cards, use SBCs. But the first couple weeks of the game, you can actually make coins through gameplay. That's something we really haven't seen since FIFA 17, 18, and maybe even 19, when you could really just play drafts and play weekend league and make a ton of coins. Now it's more about SBCs. So if this video helps you in any way, please smash a big old thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your bell on. I had you guys send me starter teams, and a lot of people did so, and I'm gonna kind of rank starter teams and let you know what I think about certain players and certain things. For example, this starter team that's on your screen right now, Llorente, Valverde, Renato Sanchez, Mendy, Eder Militao, Kempembe, Hakimi. The thing about this starter team right here is this is not just a starter team. What people don't understand is that even though it's 84 rated cards, this team's gonna be hell of expensive because Renato Sanchez is always a card that's extremely broken in FIFAs for the past 3, 4, 5 FIFAs. 3, 4, 5 FIFA, I went pretty deep there. But yeah, for the past like 3 FIFAs, this has been a really broken card. Valverde and Llorente are one of the 2 strongest midfielders, especially early game. So you can expect these cards to be hitting for a lot. So if you have these guys in your starter teams, this is a big problem because this is a starter team, but you're going to probably need to waste money to get players that quickly. Like Mendy, Eder Militao are going to be crazy expensive. Last year, Hakimi had held his price all the way into the winter time. So if you're thinking of going to a starter team like this, you better be ready to waste money. This is not an RTG starter team. Now, this is the type of team that can drop you a 20-0. This is a 20-0 early game starter team. Besides that boy Williams up top, my boy Vinicius Jr., Dembele, usually strong until January-ish, until not January, but like probably till like Black Friday, which is around Thanksgiving. But Valverde, Llorente, these cards stay strong, they stay expensive. These are the type of cards you're going to want to put into a team to get 20-0. This is a 20-0 team, not a starter team. So someone sent me this as their starter team. It's a great team. It's a team to go really deep into the game with, but not a starter team. Now, this here is more of a starter team, and I'm ranking this one pretty highly as well. Klosterman and Gomez are going to be 2 cards that, yes, they'll be expensive, but at the same time, they're cards that really hit nice, right? They're cards that there might be a little up in price, but it's not going to make you have to go get FIFA points. These are 2 cards that are really good. Chouamani, I feel like this year is probably going to be a card that's stupid expensive. So is Saint, all right? But the rest of the team seems pretty affordable. Timo Werner's back in Germany. You know, there's a new chem style right now. You got the little triangles, all that stuff right there. I'm not really basing it off of chem. I'm basing it off of players. This is a great starter team. This is the type of team that's going to get you into Division 1 easily. It's the type of team that you're going to be able to rock out with nicely. And this is the type of team that's going to help you unlock Valverde, help you unlock Llorente, help you unlock Renato Sanchez, Hakimi, and those guys. This is a great starter team. Again, still going to be expensive. Don't get it twisted. Mendy will probably hit for a lot. No one can really say. All right, I'm giving you based off of what I think in the past when I did RTGs, but you never know how FIFA is actually going to go. No one actually expected the market to be as low as it was this year, and it was. Nobody could have called that back in FIFA 21 before 22, right? So we don't know what the market's going to look like in 23, but based off what I'm seeing, this is the type of team that you're going to want to rock out with. I rank this one really high. I would put this definitely in the top 10. Another lovely team. Gomez is a card that everyone is going to really want to go for because the Premier League is such a very popular league. Now, I want you guys to remember something. Because of that, you got the Premier League tax, all right? The English Premier League tax is real. If this is one of your new first FIFAs, I want you to understand one thing and one thing only. EPL, especially because Cristiano Ronaldo plays in that league, even though his card's not that good no more. The Premier League is always one of the most sought out after leagues. Everybody wants that league. They have the coolest players, the fastest players. If you really think about it, EA does the most for the Premier League. So at the end of the day, it's always going to be the most expensive league. And then anywhere where Messi plays, Neymar, and Mbappe Mbappe, Ronaldo, that's always going to be high, right? Anyways, you got Mendy. That's going to be like the go-to left back. Again, he's in a lot of people's starters team. I just want everybody to know that he's going to be hell of expensive. So yes, you can go for Mendy. You could do your thing with Mendy, but remember that Mendy's going to be expensive. I haven't really seen many people go with somebody other than Mendy, which is kind of scaring me a little bit, right? I think we should kind of get away from Mendy because I feel like this card's going to hit. The more people that throw left back Mendy into their team, the more this card's going to go up in value. So getting him into a starter team is going to be tough. Pick 4 will be cheap. Gomez will be in a good place. Konate will be in a solid place. Price rise. Wan-Bissaka, Koke will be in a good price range. Lamar is a center mid now. Chouamani, it's going to be interesting to see what his price is around. Adama, great card. Darwin Nunez has like 89 pace. That's going to be a great card to rock out with. And then that boy, one and only big boy, Fati. I like this team. Once again, another great starter team. I'm gonna let you know which one I think is the best out of all these I show you, but this is a beautiful starter team as well. My homie is gonna break the bank off the jump. He is going straight out for my boy Forlan, Dembele, Vinicius Jr., Valverde, Pedri, Yaya Toure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a starter team. This is a banging team. This is a beautiful weekend league team. Conde looks insane. Mendy, Walker. This is a great team. Like, this is the definition of a 20-0 team. I would love to play with this team. I'm being 100% real with you guys. This is awesome, bro. I hope at one point in FIFA I can have a team like this on my RTG. Forlan would be really sick to play with. This team is a type of team that you get and you could drop a 20-0 with, get that rank 1 rewards, hit a lot of coins. Remember what I'm telling you guys, man. Getting yourself something extremely overpowered or good as quickly as possible. If there's ever a time to spam FIFA, it's in the first 3 weeks of the game, because that's the time where you can make the most coins. I want you to remember that players like Mendy and players like Walker, players like Hakimi, these cards are going to sell for so much, and they're not that hard to pack. Well, they're hard to pack, but they're not as hard as hitting like an icon and stuff. So playing drafts, playing getting rival rewards, playing weekend league, this stuff is so crucial in the beginning of FIFA. So you want to get a very strong team quickly. Obviously, this one's going to be expensive. We're going to find ourselves a very overpowered team to do it with. Trust me, we're going to keep looking. We may have just found the one right here, man. You got McKennie. You got that boy Matheus Nunes. You got Rodrigo in there. Nelson Smith will be a solid option at right back. You got Spinazzola, finally a left back that's not Mendy. You got Timber. The chemistry is solid, except for McKennie. He's only on that one. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's there though, man. It has a lot of the players. I think Matheus Nunes can be a really strong card this year, the man at Wolves. You got Rodrigo, which looks like a great card as well. You got that boy João Felix, who's always strong in the beginning of FIFA. This is the type of team that you can really, really smack through rivals. The problem is it's only 23 out of 33 chemistry. That's not good at all. Or I'm not saying it's not good. It's just, you know, you want higher chemistry. But this seems to be a team that you can rock with, man. Change a couple players here or there. Obviously, I'm not going to put this in the top 10 because the chem's off, but that is a very interesting team. This team is lovely, but the price tag is also going to be lovely. You got that beautiful link, right? The beautiful, like, Nuno Mendes and Renato Sanchez. I know I'm still speaking of links because I'm thinking about old chem. The chem's different now, but you see the Renato Sanchez and the Nuno Mendes right there. You got that boy Fofana from Chelsea. You got Martinez from Manchester United. Those cards will be interesting priced. I'm not sure what they'll look like. You got Klaus. You got that boy Chouamani. Renato Sanchez, Chouamani. I feel like Nuno Mendes will be expensive. I feel like Rashford's going to be stupid expensive in the beginning of the game. Depay will probably be pretty expensive. Dembele is definitely going to be expensive. So this is a very, very expensive team. Even though he's calling it a starter team, again, this is another team that can really compete for rank 1, 20-0s, 19 wins out of 20 games. That type of stuff, this team can compete. But as a starter team for an RTG, this is going to be very, very hard to get your hands on. If you can get your hands on it, I'm putting this in the top 10. But again, this is going to be pricey. I think people are overestimating or underestimating how much Rashford and Chouamani and Renato Sanchez are going to hit for. These are going to be very expensive cards early on. So again, a beautiful starter team, but that one's expensive. Another incredible starter team, but one that's going to be expensive. Gabriel Jesus, I think, will be affordable. Vinicius Jr. might be a little bit pricey. Chouamani only has 70 pace. I thought he had more than that, so he might not go for a lot. Valverde is going to be stupidly expensive. That card is incredible for an 84 overall. Casemiro won't be too bad, but he is a lot. He's a high overall for fodder, especially like when you get the first player of the month out of the Premier League. Haaland hit this one, so there'll be a new one. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but you'll get that early in the game. Malacias looks like a pretty darn good card. Martinez only has 72 pace, but 72 pace might be okay, depending on how the game plays. We don't know how the game plays yet. Delaut 79, he shouldn't be that bad. Rudiger, I think, will hit for a lot because first of all, he's a high overall and he has good pace on him. So De Gea, Rudiger, those guys will be expensive. Valverde is gonna be really expensive. Anthony, I think, might be expensive, man, just because the hype of the Brazilian and the Manchester United man. Overall, this is a pretty expensive team, not that bad though. So I like this as a starter team. Again, it's going to be hard to get it because Vinicius Jr. and stuff and Valverde. But at the end of the day, this is a very, very nicely balanced team. Casemiro looks a little bit slow, but he might be valuable in this game. We'll have to see how it plays. I love this team. I'm throwing in the top 10. But again, we need cheaper, man. I think we found my winner. This looks like the type of team that's getting me into Division 1. This is the type of team that's going to get me very nice rewards. This is the type of team right here that is going to be able to compete nicely in the weekend league. Maybe get you a nice little rank 2, maybe rank 1, depending how good you are at the game. Very nice team. Klosterman and Saliba, very nice midfielders. They always have a little bit of pace on them as well. Nelson Semedo, a solid option at right back. You got the nice left back out of RB. He is always pretty okay in FIFA, to be honest with you. Chan, that's one I'm not really feeling the most. Odegaard will bring the passing. Dennis Zachary is a beautiful defensive mid in this game in FIFA's usually. So that's a nice hit out of Chelsea. Then you got that boy Gabriel Jesus, who knows what his price tag is going to be, but this team right here, Martinelli, have a lot of speed. My boy Gigi, my boy Geds is a good option at striker. Usually has a nice little skill moves on him as well. This is a beautiful team, man. I feel like the back line is very strong. I feel like the midfield is balanced. You have yourself a defensive mid, a playmaker, and a box-to-box. Depending on what Chan's pace is, I like this team, dude. I think, like I said, when you get a starter team, it's not a team that's going to blow you away and wow you. It's going to be a team that's just built properly. I feel like this is built properly. You got wing play, you got good box play, you got good defensive mids, you got good box to box, you got a good back line, solid goalkeeper. Personally, I think this is in my top 5. I like it. It's going to be cheaper, in my opinion. It's going to be fast. It's going to be balanced. This is the best type of RTG team. You need to be looking for teams like this. Beautiful, beautiful one from the reporting Arsenal is him on Twitter. That's who sent it. Not sure, it might change. This is solid though, man. He sent me this. That's what he tweeted me. That's a very nice team. Let's keep looking. Little throwback got sent to me. You know what I'm saying? Neymar, Messi. Look at that, man. CR7 has a 93, 92. Beautiful team, man. Sergio Ramos, my boy Company. What a FIFA, man. That was a good time. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Another well put together team here. You know what I'm saying? 2 center backs that might not be the most hyped. You know what I'm saying? Timber is in a league that, yes, it's dope that Timber is a good value, but it's dope that he's not in like one of the major leagues. He's in a league that's awesome, but it's not one of the most sought after leagues, so you might be able to get him for a good price. You got a center back out of Dortmund. Then you got Nelson Semedo, good option. Mateus Nunes looks like he'll be a solid option this year as well. Chan as your box to box. Lucas Paqueta, always a good midfielder in FIFA. You got Malin at striker, who in my opinion was 2 years ago, I think he was one of my favorite striking overpowered strikers in the game. Gapo, a lot of speed on him. Anthony, very nice team. Again, I just showed one. I'm showing another one. This one has 33 chem out of 33 chem. Chemistry's perfect. The team is balanced. You got a decent defensive mid, good box-to-box midfielders. You got nice wing play. You got a fast striker, great back line. This is what you need. The Mendys, the Valverdes, that stuff is going to be expensive. Guys like this are those sleepers that nobody talks about, and it's a banger. Based off what I know for previous FIFAs, this is the type of team you're going to want. Beautifully done. Guys, make sure to check out a lot of these players. Do it your own way, but this right here looks to be a solid option for an RTG. Well done, sir. Another great option, but very expensive. Conde will be expensive. Upamecano will be expensive. Alphonso Davies will hit for a lot because of how fast he always is. Tchouaméni, again, we're not sure where he's going to be at. João Felix should be expensive. I'm not sure if they're giving him 5-star skills this year. Dembele's definitely going to be expensive. Guedes will be affordable. Leroy Sané will be expensive based off of his speed, most likely. Conde, like I said, will be expensive. It's a very nice team. Chemistry's on point. The problem is this is hitting for a lot. 4-2-3-1 would work nicely with Matheus Nunes and Tchouaméni defensive mids, but at the end of the day, this is an expensive team, a nice team, an option to really push for 20 and 0s, but very expensive. Probably want to stay away from that one. This is one of those sleeper teams, man. Most of this team looks very affordable here. Saliba, Fofana. The problem is Saint. Right, that card's not going to be cheap, bro. That card's not going to be cheap. You got that boy Isaac as well, the new Newcastle man. You got Porto in there, Gavi, Zachary. Very solid team here. Another good solid team, but Saint, I feel like will hit for a lot. Chemistry's on fleek. Another great team. I'm actually really happy to be giving you guys all these like different like ideas that you can run early in the game. But really pay attention to Saliba, man. Based off what I'm seeing, based off what the community's making, because that's why I look at these to see what the community's doing. Saliba's going to be a guy that's going to end up in a lot of people's team. We'll have to see if he's actually good in the game. But based off what I'm seeing, he'll definitely be rocking a lot of people's teams. Very nice team. Not one of the best ones I've seen, but a very nice team. And here is the definition of an RTG team. This is clean, boys. You got Malin at striker with good speed. You got Diaby on the wing, probably not going to be that expensive, 93 speed. Nuno Santos seems like an okay option, more for like chemistry purposes, I would imagine. His speed's not that great, not really a card you really want to rock out with. You got that boy Chan, who has 80 speed, great little box-to-box right there. Muslera, not the craziest speed, but maybe can be like your playmaker. Another great box-to-box or defensive mid in Graven, more of a box-to-box, not really going to be a defensive mid. You would use Chan as your defensive mid, Graven as your box-to-box, Muslera more as your playmaker, even though he's not that fast. Inacio, 80 pace, really nice right there. Guedes at left, Grimaldo at left back, got some good speed. You got that boy Saint just at rocking 93 pace as a center back, which is crazy. Frimpong with 94. So a very nice fast back line, which is very crucial in the beginning of FIFA. Malin's pretty fast up top for you. You got yourself a nice team here. Besides Nuno Santos, I actually really like this team. I feel like this team's coming in at a stupidly cheap price. Not going to really cost anything because Liga NOS nobody really cares about. At the end of the day, it's true. I like this option a lot. Maybe sub on somebody for Nuno Santos. This is a beautiful team, man. This can get you high up into divisions, win you a lot of games, get you a lot. Because you got to think, bro, you want to make more coins than what you spend. And this here, you're not spending anything, and you're bringing in a lot of coins. I like this shop option. My top three, this one and the other two that I threw in the top 5, those are my top 3 that I've seen so far. I feel like this team right here is one of those sleepers, bro. Looks terrible, but it's going to absolutely slap on the field. Good speed in the back, solid midfield, decent front three. Can make it happen, bro. I like this team. Now that I've given you guys so many different options, remember a few things, man, that I'm going to tell you when you start this game off, okay? There's some things that are very important. Like I told you in the beginning of this video, making coins through gameplay is not really FIFA's thing anymore, right? EA, back in 17, 18, you used to just be able to play games and make a lot of coins. That's what the point of my RTGs were. I would show you how to play Weekend League, what teams to use, to be able to collect a lot of coins through even solid rewards, even though sometimes we got #1 in the world, top 100, I showed what you could do with even just getting a regular elite finish, you know what I'm saying? So back then you could do that, and nowadays it's not really like that. Nowadays it's more about what you get from your party bags. How many icon SBCs can you roll? How much fodder can you get through gameplay to be able to complete SBCs? It's not really, the way it used to be. But in the beginning of the game, it is that way. Playing drafts are really important because if you hit a card like, Valverde, now all of a sudden you're making a lot of coins. So your goal when you turn on this game for the first time and you don't want to waste money is to pick up players with a lot of speed that maybe aren't in the most popular leagues but can win you games, right? Players like that are going to be really important, like that St. Just card at center back. That could be a card that really bangs for you, a card that could be overpowered and could get it done. Don't worry about playing with the best cards right when you get the game. That's not important, bro. You'll get there. What you want to do is put a winning team together, win a few games, win drafts, win Weekend League. Just want to win games, because Once you start to win games, open up packs, the big team will come. Don't think about getting the big players. Don't waste your coins on one player. Spread it out, make a solid team, look for the overpowered players. The community will start talking, read websites, watch videos. Make sure you use the overpowered players. Once I know them, I will tell them to y'all. But I showed a very, very good options in this video. I will eventually drop a video with the team I'm gonna rock, but one of these teams in this video will be close to what I'm gonna rock. I just don't know which one, man. I'm your boy AA9 Skills. I hope this video showed you guys some dope videos, some dope teams, and hopefully it helped with the advice I gave y'all there. But remember, the first 3 weeks of the game, play as much as possible, bro. It's not just about SBCs. It's the first time, or it's the only time throughout the year where you can really play the game and make a lot of coins. I'm your boy Skills. Can't wait for 23. I'll catch you soon. Peace.